Guys, and welcome back. It's soon to be Dr. aka edu_curlz, name change in case y'all missed it in the last video. I'm so happy to be back with you guys today. And today, as you can tell by the title of this video, we are going to talk about my updated routine with my wash and go and kind of what I've been doing with it. Before we dive into that, if you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you. Share love in the comments section, like, subscribe, share with a friend. We love to see it. If you're returning, welcome back. So glad to be in front of y'all and start to make videos again. Doctoral journey has been psycho, and so I'm trying to carve out time to make sure that I'm making hair videos because you guys asked for them, and I got a lot of DMs about it. So, yeah, let's dive in. So first of all, I want to show you my hair. This is day one. I literally did a wash and go this morning. It's super shiny, super pretty. I'll tell you kind of like what's in my hair right now. I did shampoo and deep condition today with, I actually did like 3 different shampoos because I just felt like my hair really needed to be cleaned and my scalp really needed to be cleaned. I used my Dr. Bronner's, the almond oil, pure Castile soap. I also used my Miche cleansed shampoo as my very first layer of my wash. And then my second layer was actually my Camille Rose Sweet Ginger Cleansing Rinse. And then I did my Dr. Bronner's. I just kept feeling like I really need to get my hair really clean, my scalp really clean. I have been getting like dry patches around here in my hair. And so I don't know if that's because I like haven't really been shampooing correctly or if it's because I've been going more days without washing my hair that I'm noticing it. I have been stretching my wash for like 7 days, which is a new thing for me over the last like month. And so I've noticed it across that last month that I'm seeing it more, which maybe is telling me that I need to wash my hair more, and go back to washing it in midweek. But anywho, not the point of today's video. Today's video is actually about my wash and go and talking about what I'm using in my hair currently and like what's really been working. So here in Houston, it is starting to cool down just a little bit. We're moving into fall and transitioning in weather, which is great. But I am starting to like recocktail some of my Camille Rose products to figure out what works best for me. So over the summer, I was using the Curl Love Moisture Milk and my curl maker all the time. Now I'm actually taking the Honey Hydrate and mixing it with either the Almond twisting butter or mixing it a bit with the Curl Love Moisture Milk to get the wash and go. So today is actually, my first layer was Honey Hydrate. I used that in the shower. My second layer when I got out was to take some Almond and work it into each section, respray it with water, and then go in with my curl maker. And this is like the vibe that I'm getting. Basically, I've been able to get like really voluminous hair that still has amazing moisture. Normally when I get really voluminous hair, it means my hair is dry as well, but I haven't actually experienced that with using the Honey Hydrate. It is a gem, and I think I'm gonna reintegrate it for a lot of reasons, but the main reason being my hair has never felt more moisturized than when I use the Honey Hydrate. And like not just on day 1, day 2, it feels like that on day 3, day 6, day 7, right? Normally my moisture, when I don't use the Honey Hydrate and I just use my Curl Love Moisture Milk or the Almond, I can start to feel my hair dry out by like day 3, typically, where my hair is like, okay, baby, where's the water? Let's reapply. But for some reason, that Honey Hydrate does me good. So I'm going to show you guys kind of what I ended up doing today in my routine. I filmed it in the bathroom earlier, and so I will show you that clip and then I'll come back. Hi guys. All right, so let's dive into this wash and go. First of all, in the shower, I already applied my Camille Rose Honey Hydrate. That is like what's on the base of my hair. I'm going to go into my sections and actually create 2 more sections before I apply gel, so that I have a total of 4. And when I do that, I'm gonna add just a little bit of the Almond twisting butter. I have been using the Honey Hydrate as my base, and it gives me really great moisture. My hair gets really, really big with it, but it's still really moisturized. It's not big and dry, which is what I appreciate about it. So I've been mixing it a bit with my other bases that I normally do. And since we're going into fall, I'm bringing back the Almond as a base because it just gives me really good moisture as the seasons change in my wash and go. And I use it as my leave-in. So I can either use the Curl Love Moisture Milk or I can use the Almond Joy as my leave-in. There's not one preferred over the other. I think it's easier when I use the Curl Love Moisture Milk just because it's like, it is a leave-in, so it has a little bit more slip, or it's designed to be like a leave-in hair milk. So it's a little bit more slip, but both are really good. So for me, it's just a matter of like how much moisture I'm really looking for in my hair. All right, so that is that section applied. I'm gonna split this into two. Sorry, trying to get the hair off my hand. Split this into two sections because when I start to apply my gel, I do that very separated in sections, which will be my next step. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Go in and apply a little bit of the Almond Joy. Like I said before, I already have the Honey Hydrate in my hair. I put that on when I was in the shower. So I already have that as a base. Clip that off and just do a little bit more finger detangling in here. I have so much hair, y'all, and it is getting so long. For sure, it is just making more for me to keep up with, to be very honest. Which is making me want to cut, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to cut it. I told myself that I would focus on length this year, because that is really what I'm focused on now, is like growing it to the length that I really want. Which is, I really desire for my hair to be bra strap, like mid-back bra strap length curly and dry, not curly when it's in its wet state. So, because my hair has better length when my hair is still damp, right? It stretches a little bit more when it's still damp, just because of the heaviness of the water in it. So my desire is that dry. So we'll see what happens this year. All right, now we're ready to go in with our gel. We have Honey Hydrate applied, as well as our Almond Joy applied. So now I'm gonna go in, definitely respritz this section and re-give it some water, because y'all know how I do with this gel. All right, and we are, of course, using Curl Maker. So do a few pumps, put it through my hands, put it through the section, and that's really it. Okay, that is the brunt of, that's the work for me. That's what I prioritize in my hair for sure. Making sure that every strand gets coated with Curl Maker across the section. So really making sure that I separate it out, that I coat across the section, and that I comb the product through to smooth it into every curl. Is also super important to me. I'm actually going to separate this one into two, just so I can get a little bit more in there. And the Curl Maker for me has such great slip that it just glides through my hair, especially after I've already given the base, like that TLC love of the Honey Hydrate and the Almond Joy twisting butter. Also, side note, I mainly use the Almond Joy twisting butter to twist through the fall, because that's typically when I do more of my twist outs. But every once in a while, I can use it as the base to my wash and go, for sure. All right, moving to the next section. really coating each section is the work. Like, when you coat the strands right, they do what they're supposed to do. Like, they do. So when you focus on the section, when you coat it, you really saturate the hair the way it really needs to be saturated and coated with product. You just see a difference, or I see a difference in my hair when I do that. Woo. Okay, when I really put it in there and drive it across the strand and just make sure the strand is really coated. Matters a lot to me. Just make sure the strand has product. Every strand is product. All right. Look at these curls. They look so good. All right, I'm gonna finish and then I'll be back. That's really it. That's the clip. I was able to walk you guys kind of through my layers. Of course, in this video, before I started, I had already applied my honey hydrate, which was great. You didn't get to see it, but I put it on in the shower. That was my very first layer. And so we'll see how many days I get with this, and if I can make it 7 days and it still feel like super, super moisturized with the almond jai. This is my first time cocktailing it with almond jai. I don't typically use the almond jai as my leave-in, except when we're going into fall and winter, as my hair just needs the extra moisture with the temperature shift. But yeah, so I'm curious to see how it does and how it goes. If y'all have been cocktailing honey hydrate, if you've used it, if you've tried it, tell me how you've used it in the past. For me, I'm just like falling in love with it because of its moisture alone. Like, it does my hair really, 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 really well. And you can tell even in like the shine on day one of my hair, like it just looks amazing. And it typically has really good shine for 3-4 days. So tell me how you've been using it, how's it been working, how have you cocktailed in the past, and or like what's something that you're loving right now, a product. I haven't really ventured out into other products because Camille Rose has just been doing me goods, okay? But I'm curious what folks are using through this next season. All right, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share with friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.